What's up, guys? Welcome back to Match Day. Welcome back to the big one, man. It's massive. It's Juve Inter. It's the biggest game of the season, and because the moment we're in, I'm gonna say it's the biggest game of the last 2.5 seasons for us. Because we play Inter, but the importance of the game, the moment we're in as a team, it's massive. I think this game will maybe push people that are very iffy still towards we can do this, or people who are more than just a bit iffy like me towards there is something about this, and people are really believing. Let them dream. I think because we have a tough month of December coming up: Roma, Napoli, Frosinone, Monza. Now we top off, or we end November with Inter, and it's the nerves are kicking in. I think that's also something new. In the last 2 seasons, there was never really nerves or excitement. It was just cruise control towards it's Juve. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna watch it. But now this is big. This is real. So before we get into it, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, and let's get straight into the preview. Okay, like I said, it's Juve Inter. It's not. I don't think I need to explain what this game means. I don't think it's the place to explain this. This is big, big, big time for Juve fans, for Inter fans. It's the most exciting game of the season. That's the game everybody's waiting, or me personally, I'm waiting on. The moment I get the fixture list, I'm like, or see the fixture list, I'm like, okay, where is that Inter game? Because this is what we've been waiting for on, and now we're here. Kickoff, and with many question marks, with many certainties. The certainties are that we don't concede any goals, that we are on a winning streak. That's a certainty. The certainty is that we are second in the league, 2 points off Inter. That's what's out there. The certainty is that this team has an identity. We can debate if that's the identity you like. I'm not really going to do that now. That's the certainties. The things that are very uncertain, and keep in mind, I'm recording this before I get Allegri's quotes. Actually, I'm recording this on Friday morning. So Friday and Saturday, things can come out, even Sunday, to be honest. But the things can change. I'm going off what's out there now. And what's out there now is that Weah is out, which is it's crazy because he will be back and it's almost 24 and we have not seen anything about it from him, if we're being completely honest. Danilo had a relapse, so he's going to be out for a couple more games. But the big thing is Locatelli hasn't trained with the team at all. So I'm going to say now, and keep in mind, Friday morning, he's not going to play. He shouldn't be playing in that game because you're risking too much for one day basically. So I don't think that should be happening today. I don't think Locatelli should be playing this game. So I'm assuming he's out. Miretti and McKennie will be with the team. However, they're not 100% fit, and that's an issue because they are going to play. We have no other options. I don't see Allegri playing Nicolosi. So now it's up to quote unquote unfit players to get into a battle with Mkhitaryan, Barella, and probably Çalhanoğlu, unless he starts Fratesi, which I doubt at this moment in time. And I think that's the type of game we're going to have. It's going to be a very physical game throughout 90 minutes, a battle that we should win. I don't think it's going to be, how do you want to say that? Like a game that's good on the ice. I think it's going to be very physical, very scrappy, and you're going to need to get that from McKennie, Miretti, and Rabiot. And that doesn't seem like that's going to be the case, right? When I name those players, I'm like, Miretti's not that type of player. Rabiot, I don't think he is that type of player. He could be physical, but he's not having that type of season. And McKennie, he can be that, but he's not 100% fit as well. So that midfield is the biggest question mark out there. So that's going to be an eye on Inter. They are doing what they're supposed to do. They're top of the league. The scary part, in my opinion, is that they are not clicking on all cylinders, and the hope is that they do not start doing that today, basically. But they still have a couple of gears to go on. They are not as explosive, or like when I say explosive, I'm not talking about just goals. I'm talking about impact in games in terms of dominating teams. I think they can give much more than they're giving. However, they are very clinical. You know, Lotaro is on a crazy streak. Turam is in great form. You know, and that's where their strengths lie as well. Like they put a lot of chances away. They do create a lot of chances. Um, they are not a team that has a lot of possession. We're very similar in that regard. It's just that they are very more effective with it. So that's why I'm also thinking it's not going to be a very end-to-end game. I think it's going to be very scrappy. I do believe in the first opening minutes we will go for it, use that crowd, try to get that goal. Even if we don't get that goal, we will take our foot off the gas and try to play our own game. But if you get that early goal, and there's one team to can be able to see it out, it's probably us at this moment in time. So I do believe we're gonna go for it from minute one for a good 50 minutes and actually try to put Inter on the back foot and invite them to actually start putting pressure on us that will give us openings for certain players. But throughout 90 minutes, I don't think we're gonna go end to end or toe to toe. I don't think it's gonna be that type of game. I think it's gonna be one of those games I just described. A must-win game for us, but especially for Inter. Like the pressure is big time more on Inter, especially on Inzaghi. Coming off the last type seasons, he needs to actually do it now. And think Inter fans, I was had a show with Anthony from Inter Worldwide, and he said the same thing. Yeah, the pressure is on us. Inzaghi needs to show it now, and I think that's how Allegri is gonna, put it out there in the media. So that's the thing. That's that. On the lineups, I think we will go into it. I think it's pretty straightforward, if I can say that. I think it's obviously gonna be Chesney in goal. I think that's a given. Not sure why. Oh, that's why not. I think it's gonna be Chesney in goal. The other players they picked himself at the back. Danilo is not fit, so it's gonna be. That's not. Where is? Oh, my mistake. It's gonna be Rugani, 100%. It's gonna be Gatti. Because again we don't have players in that back line, and it's going to be Bremer. Sandro's back, but he is not going to play, nor should he actually step on that pitch. So that's going to be the back line, and then it's where the big time question marks arise. Locatelli's not there. I'm going to go what I think he's going to do based on the information I have this Friday morning. I think he's going to play Cambiaso on the right-hand side. I think that's what's going to happen. I think he is going to play Miretti over here. No, that's a tough one. What I hope will happen, I think it should be this, or like I will potentially play Hans, but that's not gonna happen. I think he's gonna do this. I think this is what he's gonna do with Kostic on over there. Obviously, I think that's what's gonna happen, and up top. I think it's going to be Keane. I'm actually very convinced at this moment in time it's going to be Keane. And it's going to be Federico. Not Federico. Yes, Federico Chiesa. I was going to say Federico Bernardeschi. I think that's what's going to be. Obviously, I forgot McKennie in there. He's going to play in that midfield as well. I think this is what's going to be what Allegri's going to put out there. I think he's going to move Cambiaso to the right-hand side because of our current situation. I think he's going to keep Kostic in the team. I do think he's going to play Rabiot in that holding place, and he's going to move Miretti to the left-hand side, which could be a good move with Chiesa over there. But that's what I think he's going to put out there, And like I said, Miretti's not 100%. McKennie's not 100% fit. So those are issues. But that's what I think is going to be. I will be absolutely stunned if he plays Nicolucci. I will be less stunned if he does something crazy and puts in Ealing Jr. or Yildiz. I will be less shocked than him putting Nicolucci in his natural position or like position he can play. I really would. And I wouldn't be surprised if he does that. Now, for expectations, they need to be rock solid. Like, if we go down, I don't see us being capable of turn that around. I think they are gonna, like, even Rabiot, that this, if he plays there, and I do believe he plays there, that's gonna be so key. You need to have an extremely good performance. I think we can get away with this. I think we can get away with this. But I think that backline needs to be 100% solid. But also Rabiot, I believe he's going to play that position, and he's going to need to play it very clean and very physical at times. The physicality Locatelli sometimes can bring. Play that dirty style of football, because I think that's needed. And up top, I'm not expecting us to create many chances, but the chances we do create, we need to put it away. We need to put them away, and we cannot go down, because I just don't have a feeling, based on from what I've seen, that we can, bridge certain things like going down a goal. So that's it. My prediction is still 1-0. We're gonna win it. I'm fairly confident. I'm looking forward to the game. The season's not won and lost, because I have my expectations, so I'm just gonna take it in. But that's my feeling on the game, basically, that we're gonna win it in the long run. So let me know in the comments what you think, of the game, of your expectations, and then join me later for the match reaction, and then player ratings, breakdowns on Monday, and all that fun stuff. Thanks for watching. See ya. Ciao.